In the newsroom, I'm Cody Combs, News Channel 3.
Work together. We hug our families before we go to work and hope to God we see them the next day.
I love you, Dad, and please watch over us and keep us safe.
Through the air and on the ground, hundreds of firefighters and community members came together today to remember fallen Comstock Fire Chief Ed Switalski. The husband and father of two was killed while responding to a crash 1 week ago on the side of I-94 just outside of Kalamazoo.
And News Channel 3 has live team coverage tonight as West Michigan honored Chief Switalski. We're also hearing how other local firefighters stepped in during this tough time to help out. We want to begin tonight with News Channel 3's Christine Van Timmeren.
Yes, she's live outside of Wings Event Center in Kalamazoo, the site, Christine, of Chief Switalski's well-attended funeral.
Kate and Andy, today was all about giving Ed the honor he was due, from the massive procession to the hundreds who came to the funeral to the beautiful ceremonies both inside and out of Wing Stadium. From beginning to end, the service to honor Chief Ed Switalski did just that and more.
Just to show support, the love, the camaraderie that exists around these moments is certainly something special.
The Portage Department of Public Safety chaplain Ken Hovenkamp talked about Ed's commitment to volunteering, mentoring, and serving others. Family members, including his niece, courageously spoke, saying the world would be a much better place if we all lived our lives the way Ed did.
His bravery and selflessness was incomparable, and he constantly cared about others.
Ed's daughter Emily called him a hardworking, everyday, fun dad. The family never once forgot to tell him they loved him and to be safe whenever he got a call.
I am honored to say my dad is Ed Switalski, and I am also honored to be the last family member to have seen and spoken to him. I love you, Dad, and please watch over us and keep us safe.
Toward the end of the service, a Line of Duty medal was presented to Ed's family by the Illinois Fire Chiefs Association. Then, the final call for Chief Switalski.
Kalamazoo County Dispatch to Comstock 990, Chief Switalski. Chief, may you rest in peace.
The bell tolled one last time, and the flag draped over his casket was placed in the arms of his family. A fitting and beautiful tribute to a man who guarded over all of us in life and now watches as a guardian angel from above. Today we learned that a flag flew over the state capitol in honor of Ed, and that flag will be given to the Switalski family. Reporting live from Wing Stadium, Christine Van Timmeren, News Channel 3.
I just talked with Congressman Fred Upton a short time ago about Chief Switalski's passing, the overwhelming amount of community support his family is receiving, and about the deadly accident that could have been prevented. Really a terrific community servant, and I'm sure that you'll have a message for his family and his colleagues tonight.
The tragic accident on I-94 this last week. I left a message for his widow over the weekend. People have to slow down. I mean, when you see an emergency vehicle with the lights on the side of the road, slow down, move into the other lane, slow down. So unfortunate. And of course, you know, I had met him on a number of different occasions over the years, but tragic loss to his family, tragic loss to our community.
Congressman Upton referring there to the so-called move-over law, which does carry increased penalties if a driver injures or kills a first responder.
Before today's funeral, Chief Switalski was honored with a miles-long procession through Kalamazoo County, and while the tributes were taking place, some local firefighters stepped up as Comstock firefighters mourned the loss of their chief. News Channel 3's Brittany Gray is live for us outside Comstock Fire Station number 2 with more on the effort they say they were honored to make. Brittany.
Okay, that's right. You know, for hours, firefighters from the Springfield Fire Department manned this station so Comstock firefighters could have an opportunity to say goodbye to their chief, Ed Switalski. Dozens of people lined the streets in front of Comstock Fire Station number 2 to pay their respects to Chief Ed Switalski.
Firemen do a lot of stuff that people don't know they do. and we got to respect them.
Comstock resident Deanna LaPlante's father and brother were both firefighters. This brought back memories for LaPlante, who says her brother was honored in a similar fashion when he passed away from a brain tumor more than a decade ago.
He rode his casket on the top of the fire truck. It's a tragic thing. I don't know how something like this happens.
Father and son Richard Skipper Sr. and Richard Skipper Jr. are both former Comstock fire chiefs who worked out of Station Number 2. They were touched by the number of fire departments that took part in the procession.
It was amazing to me. Unbelievable, actually. The firemen stay together like they do.
They say it's never easy to lose a brother, and events like these serve to remind them of just how fortunate they are to still be with their families.
Work together. We hug our families before we go to work and hope to God we see them the next day. You know, it needs to be said. Thank you to Chief.
Today's 3-mile procession of those fire trucks, it was just incredible. We saw trucks from across the state, Grand Rapids, Livonia, Lansing. We saw trucks from South Bend, Indiana. We're told there was also a truck from the former chief's former fire station, which was in suburban Chicago, an area where he served for some 34 years. Reporting live tonight from Comstock Fire Station Number 2, Brittany Gray, News Channel 3.
Chief Switalski gear was on display as today's procession passed by the fire station that he called home. Station 1 is also where he built a very strong bond with the people that he served. News Channel 3's Jason Poor continues our live team coverage now with more on what that procession was like at the fire hall where Chief Switalski himself worked. Jason.
Andy, as the line of fire trucks and emergency vehicles made it past here, Comstock Station 1, they paid their respects, but 2 people watched the entire thing happen from a special place where they'd seen Chief Ed Switalski many times before, right from their front porch.
He affected everybody.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking to have someone so close go out like they did.
Florine Westrate lives in the home next to Fire Station 1. Her son Dale grew up there, and they both loved Chief Switalski.
He waved several times when he come by because he knew we were concerned about what was going on.
For them, the procession was both beautiful and overwhelming.
I bet you every city in Michigan and nearby states had representation here.
When they passed, you just seen everybody had their respect and just quiet. I mean, it was awesome. It was great.
The procession bells shook the silence, and the sight of Chief Switalski's gear out front as the procession passed shook everyone.
I hadn't noticed it until I looked that way. It was dead silent and tears in my eyes. Could not believe it.
Nobody's ever going to forget him in the tragic way that it happened. They will carry on in his footsteps, I'm sure. He was the best thing Comstock ever had.
Florine says that she has lived right here at this home for 57 years. Both she and Dale agree that this street has never been quieter. Live in Comstock, Jason Poor, News Channel 3.
All right, thank you. Our coverage continues tonight at 10 on the CW7 and at 11. In the meantime, you can find all of our previous reports on Chief Switalski.